All right, YouTube, today I wanted to talk about prepping with baby steps. When I first started prepping, I didn't have a couple $1,000s to go spend in a weekend, so I just had to use baby steps. First I went around the house and found a few things that maybe I already had that would you know help out in an emergency. For example, a flashlight. I found a flashlight, but the batteries were dead, so had to get some new batteries for it. For the longest time, I've always carried a pocket knife with me, and of course, a couple extra cans of something in the pantry. So I kind of put those things together, and I said, all right, now what else can I use? Then every time I went to the store, and I still do this like every week. Every time I go to the store, I try and pick up an extra little something. Maybe an extra can of food with the rest of the groceries. Maybe box of Band-Aids. Some things that I wanted, like firearms, a bigger purchase. Had to wait till tax time. So tax time comes around, or maybe I get a bonus, or find a side job that I can make a couple $100 on. I'll pick up a firearm. There's some really great deals on really cheap surplus firearms and ammunition. So that's another video for another time, though. Speaking of ammunition, go to the store and pick up a box of ammunition. One box for 10, $15. Buying a case at a time gets a little expensive, but if you can, while you're at Walmart, go back to the sporting goods section and wait 10 minutes for someone to come help you. Pick up a box of ammo, maybe some over-the-counter medicine, extra batteries for those flashlights, and maybe battery-powered radio or whatever else you have that would take batteries. Um, Walmart also sells these nice freeze-dried backpacking meals. Those things are awesome. I'm a big fan of those. Maybe one weekend, I don't have any extra money, the car broke down or something. So rather than buying some preps, then I'll rinse and refill some 2-liter bottles I've been saving. So got a little water then tucked away. Um, you know, an extra flashlight. Two is one and one is none, right? So I like to have some backups of everything. Another knife. Different medicine. Information's fantastic. You can find a lot of free information online. YouTube's obviously a great source. There's lots of blogs. Survival blog, one being one of my favorites. Speaking of survival blog, the um, guy that runs that has also written a couple of books. I'm a big fan of books too. Um, Pick up a book and read that, and that's another. Once you got the book, you can read it and reread it when you don't have any extra cash to spend. Um, but when you do, another box of ammo. Maybe next year you can upgrade firearms, get another one so that you and the wife can both have one. Um, so yeah, it's just kind of a quick rundown of how I've been able to accumulate some stuff. This obviously isn't all of it, but it's a good start. Canned food is so cheap. You can pick up a couple of cans every time you go shopping, and you can really amass a pretty good supply pretty quick. Likewise, if you're buying things that are just a couple of dollars, obviously the guns aren't going to be just a couple of dollars, but you can really get a good stockpile going in fairly quick time. So